In this lesson, we're going to start our unit on statistics by talking about the mean, median, mode, and range of data. The mean is the same thing as the average of a list of data. It's when you add up all the data values and then divide by however many numbers there are. Right? That's the mean. The median is the middle value of a set of numbers when the numbers are written in order from smallest to largest. Okay, so if it's an odd number, there's only one middle number, and if there's an even number of data items, then the median is the average of the two middle numbers. In other words, you take your two middle numbers, add them together, and divide by 2. Okay, the mode is the number that occurs most often, and sometimes there's not going to be a mode because all the data occurs the same number of times. Okay, there isn't one or two that occur more often than another one, and the range is just simply the difference between the biggest and the smallest values. Okay, so the first set of data that we're looking at is this one right here. So we have 4, 7, 8, 2, 1, 2, 2. So the first thing that we're always going to want to do is we're going to want to take this, and I'm going to put it off to the side here, and we're going to write them in order from smallest to largest. So we got 1, and then 2, 2, 2, okay, here, 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 and here. Next one is a 4, and then a 7, then an 8. Okay, so that is always going to be the first thing that you want to do. So then to find the mean, you just add them all together. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 is equal to 26, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to divide that by 7, and we end up with 3.714285, and a great big old long list of decimal values. We're just going to round it off to 3.7. Okay. The median, remember the median is the middle number. So we have 7 numbers, so we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the median is that 2 that's in the middle. Okay, so the median is 2 because there's 3 below it and 3 numbers above it. All right, the mode is the number that occurs most often. Well, there's 3 2s, so the mode is also 2, and the range is 8 minus 1, the largest number minus the smallest number, which is equal to 7. So the range is 7. All right. Next set of data, once again, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to write them in order from smallest to largest. So the smallest one is 1. And then, so scratch that out, 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5, and there's another 5, and a 6, and then 8. Okay, so mean, you add them all together. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus another 5 plus 6 plus 8 is equal to 34, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 numbers, so divide that by 8, and we end up with 4.25. Okay, so our mean is 4.25. Okay, 4.25. That's sort of a bad set of writing there. Okay, 4.25. All right, there we go. The median is the middle number, so we have 8. All right, so that means that's an even number. So we're going to look at the two middle numbers. Okay, so that would be that right there. Okay, because we come up 4 and go down 4. So we're going to say 4 plus 5 divided by 2, which is 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5. Okay, so the median is 4.5. The mode is the number that occurs most often, so that's a 5. And the range is, once again, 8 minus 1, which is 7. So the range is 7 once again. Okay? All right. So now we're looking at this plot line. Okay? Plot line shows the number of miles each of the 17 members of the cross-country team ran in a week. Which measure of central tendency best describes this data? All right. So so when we do this, okay, we can write them all out. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 4s. Okay, 5 4s, 3 5s, 2 6s, 1 14. Okay, I'm going to have to come down another one. We have 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 15s. And 2 16s. Okay, so when we add all that together, okay, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 14 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 16 plus 16 is equal to 153. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we divide that by 17, and we find that our mean is 9. Okay. Okay, we said there was 17 of them. Okay, so that means that there should be 8 below and 8 above. That's an odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I look at that, the 6, so it should have 8 above it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the median is 6. And the mode is the number that occurs most often, which is the 4, which occurs 5 times, which we can see that over here. All right. So now we have to look at which one is going to be the most useful. So the mean is most useful when the data is spread fairly evenly. Well, is that the case here? No. We have a big clump at the bottom and another big clump at the top. Okay, so mean is probably not overly accurate. The median is when the data set has an outlier. Okay, and so the you don't really have everything's sort of at the opposite ends. All right, the mode is useful when you have something that there's lots of data points in one value, and that's really important. Okay, but when we're talking about the number of miles that a cross-country team ran in a week, that the 4 here probably isn't very that's the lowest value, and that's not very useful when we're talking about how many miles they ran. So of the three things we're given here, the mean is probably the most representative of all that data. Okay, so that does it for this lesson. And go ahead and make sure that you've copied that first page and copy this little data table down here that explains what's useful when. And make sure you ask questions if you have questions, and we'll talk to y'all later.